Morning, everyone. It's your friend Bridget here. Coffee with Bridget. I ran out of creamer, so I'm trying butter pecan. Um, I don't know. I might have to just dump it out and go with black with Splenda. Let's see. No, I don't want nuts in my coffee. Gross. Trying new things is an important part of growing as a human, growing in your career, growing in your personal life, in your professional life. And when you're trying new things, you're learning new things. You're learning new terminology or jargon or industry speak. And one of the funniest things I think is we just keep using those words, right? We don't realize our customers or maybe new employees don't know what we're talking about. And it reminds me of when we were all in junior high and they would say, don't use the word to define the word. Um, in retail and having to learn these new terminologies, these new terms or slang terms for the little what's-its, it's been kind of hilarious. So recently somebody said, don't forget your paddles. Now, what are you thinking of? Some of you are thinking about when you got spanked for being bad as a 5-year-old. Some of you might be watching too much Grey's Anatomy and you're thinking about a defibrillator. I don't know what everybody else. Maybe what else uses paddles? Ping pong. Ping pong has paddles, but in retail, like in clothing, there's these little divider things. They're plastic. They're kind of a rectangle, and they divide out types of clothing or categories of clothing. So I was like, oh, wow, who's getting spanked? I mean, someone's in trouble. And they're like, no, it's these things. I don't know. I never heard anybody call it a paddle. It's not like I started working in retail and they gave me a little glossary to study all these what's it terms like, oh, what's those things called that go on their sizers with the numbers on the hangers? They're called something, and now I already forgot it because nobody calls it that. Or when I first started, and you're like, we need to do recovery. I'm like, recovery? That's for AA, What's recovery? And actually, they said, well, just recover the section. Okay. I was recently talking to a friend. They said, probably recover it from the customers being there. Hat tip to Michael for that one. I was like, hey, you're not a kidding. So recovery in retail is making sure that every section has only what it's supposed to have. The wallets only have wallets, not eyelash curlers and tweezers and things, napkins and whatnot. So when you're writing about your industry and when you're writing about yourself and when you're doing videos to promote your services and your career and when you're doing panel discussions, be sure to always define the jargon you're talking about. You're learning something new, you're trying something new, makes you aware of it, right? So when you're aware that there are little pieces of information other people might not know, that's what's good for you learning. Not learning your industry, you already know it. Learning something different, and you're like, oh, okay, I didn't know what a box step was, or what a tote is. You tell me what a tote is, I think it's a Marc Jacobs bag, not a box. A box that has things in it. So what can you take from this and change for your industry, right? I used to say that I do AP and AR, which I do, AP and AR. but only accounting nerds know that that's accounts receivable and accounts payable. Now, accounts receivable, that means you get the money. Accounts payable means you pay the money. But all these terms, they just need to be defined. So, can you think of a funny story to define something that most people don't understand? And the thing is, you might not know why they don't get it. So if you want to brainstorm with some of your content so that it works better on the internet, where people are like, what's the name of that? What's it called? What's the name of the thing that goes on the hanger? Or why do I need a financial counselor? Or, like that. Or who helps me buy bonds? Whatever it is that you're doing, don't forget to define it. Bye. Mwah.